The Yoruba tribe is definitely one of the best tribes you can ever think of because Tiwa Lasha, Tiwa Nishe. The Yorubas have so many folk tales, story of the supreme being and deities with various supernatural powers. Àṣà Yorùbá wà pẹ̀lú oríṣiríṣi ẹwà èdè, ìtàn àwọn òrìṣà, ìtàn orílẹ̀, ìtàn àwọn akíkanjú akọni tó jẹ́ jagunjagun. The Yorubas can never forget the story of Bashorun Gaa and the Alaafin of Oyo that ruled during his era. On this note, I will briefly talk about a movie which is coming to Netflix by July 26, 2024. The movie is titled House of Gaa, Ile Gaa. This movie is directed by Austin Bolanle Peters and it has a lot of actors in it, which include Femi Adebayo, Femi Branch, Lateef Adedimeji, Funke Akindele, and Tony Abraham, including many more. Judging by the movie title, the trailer released, and the quality of the actors in it, this movie is particularly about Bashorun Gaa, the Alaafin of Oyo, and the Mesi. Bashorun Gaa was a very powerful military leader who controlled the armies of the old Oyo Empire, which we call the Oyo Ile. There is no way we can talk about the Oyo Empire without talking about the Alaafin, that is, the owner of the palace, and the Oyo Mesi, which happened to be the administrative council and governing body. The Oyo Mesi is made up of 7 chiefs, which is led by Bashorun, and it was assisted by Agbakin, Samu, Alapeni, Ashipa, Akineku, and Laguna. The Oyo Mesi acted as check and balance on the Alaafin power to prevent him from being an autocrat. This same Oyo Mesi forced many Alaafin to commit suicide during the 17th and the 18th centuries. The Bashorun has the final say over the nomination of the new Alaafin, and this has now made many people to think that the Bashorun has more power than the Alaafin. This is so because once the Oyo Mesi decided to dethrone any king, the Bashorun will take the lead and present to the Alaafin an empty calabash, Igba Ofifo, and the parrot's egg, Eyin Ayekoto. This is a sign that the king must commit suicide. And now, as for Bashorun Gaa, who became the head of Oyo Mesi during the era of Alaafin Onishile, the people of Oyo Ile feared Bashorun Gaa because he was strong, brave, and possessed charm and supernatural powers. The tyranny of Bashorun Gaa started during the days of Prince Labisi when he was being prepared for the throne of Alaafin in the year 1750. Alaafin Labisi was the shortest reign Alaafin of the Oyo Empire. He only spent 17 days on throne. Alaafin Awanbioju succeeded Alaafin Labisi. He only lasted 430 days on the throne of his forefathers. He died because he refuses to prostrate for Bashorun Gaa. Alaafin Agboluaje succeeded Alaafin Awanbioju and he reigned from the year 1750 to 1770. He had one of the peaceful era as the Alaafin Oyo Empire. At some point, Bashorun Gaa mounted a lot of pressure on Alaafin Agboluaje, in which he made him to fight his best friend, King of Popo, and also destroy his kingdom. In frustration, Alaafin Agboluaje committed suicide. Alaafin Mojogbe became the Alaafin of Oyo after his predecessor, Alaafin Agboluaje, from the year 1770 to 1772. He only lasted for 2 years on the throne. He died in frustration while trying to defend himself against Bashorun Gaa. Alaafin Abiodun was the one who ended the brutality of Bashorun Gaa. He ascended on the throne in the year 1772. His daughter Agboyin was murdered by Bashorun Gaa, but because Alaafin Abiodun did not want to suffer the same fate as his predecessor, this made him to disguise as a commoner and rally for external help from Onekoyi, Are Ona Kakanfo, and Oyabi on how to send Bashorun Gaa to early grave. The plan went accordingly as the army of Are Ona Kakanfo, Onekoyi, and Oyabi stormed into the compound of Bashorun Gaa with hundreds of angry people of Oyo Ile, who wiped off every living creature in the compound of Bashorun Gaa, rendering him useless. Bashorun Gaa was dragged and tied to the market square of Ajakesan, where the Alaafin Abiodun ordered the people of Oyo Ile to cut a pound of flesh from Bashorun Gaa and drop it in a huge fire in front of him, so that he could smell his own body before he died. His nose was not allowed to be cut, and also the flesh from his left part of his chest was also excluded. This is to prevent him from dying quickly. The remains of his body was thrown into fire and burnt to ashes. This is to prevent him from reincarnation. While the story of Bashorun Gaa can never be erased from the history of Yoruba, there are also lessons which can be learnt, which brought about the saying, Bobalaya ko sheka, Bobaranti kuga ko shoto. Please don't forget to give us a like and subscribe, and also follow my page for more. Thank you. Bye for now.